Welcome to Mali Academy. I'm Irene Mali. Today we shall be discussing the Q&A of the video we did last, how to become a millionaire with 1 acre of land in 5 years. So, and my guest today, she shall introduce herself.
I'm Lois Angadi Ushemi. We are here to answer some of your comments that you did on the video that we did first.
So, Wangari, that video did very well, and we thank God for it because it opened doors for us. And we want to thank your subscribers for blessing us with your follow. And there were very many questions which I would like us to go through today and expound on them. Yeah. And so I'll start them off. I'll start you off on those questions. So, and by the way, the good thing about it that was so encouraging is that we received comments from all over the world, you know, and I think soon we shall be taking a flight to I don't know. So anyway, the first thing was someone said that they are preparing to retire in Uganda and start farming on their 8 acres of land. So the question is farming a good retirement plan?
Farming is a very good retirement plan. One, he has the land. So it's only to come and work on it.
Yeah.
But if he was to retire to go and buy land, that may be a difficult issue. But if you have the piece of land, the food security is the way to go these days. Every home is using maize, beans, and all those other things. So farming is, you never go wrong with the farming. You never go wrong with the farming. Yes, it is a good way. He will do it.
Okay. Actually, during COVID, we realized that food is a basic necessity.
Yes.
You know, the only businesses that were doing well is food because everyone needs to eat. The other question was, it was not a question, it was a comment, but I thought you can comment about it. It says, even a billionaire planning to build an international airport needs land in order to do it. Yeah.
In a nutshell, it says land is everything.
Yeah.
That is what it means.
Yes.
Because an airport will be on land.
Yeah.
Flats are on land.
Yeah.
Everything.
Home is on land.
On land.
The food you want to eat,
it's on land.
Yeah.
So land is the key.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even for a millionaire, if you only have your millions in the pocket, you still need land.
But whilst we are on that, I want to add another comment I saw that somebody said they don't agree because during COVID, they almost died. They had land but couldn't sell it. So they can't agree with us.
With the land, you may disagree or agree with us, but I want to tell you that land is a key issue in our lives. However, for you to survive with this jungle, you need to have a forest whereby when the mango is ripe, the lemon is not ripe. So any time of the year, any time of the day, you have something that you can eat. So you cannot only rely on only one line of source of income. So you need to do other things which can give you passive income.
Yeah.
One thing I know is that when you want to sell land in a hurry, you not make money. It will not fetch you good money. You need to sell, and not only land, any property. If you are to dispose of any asset in a hurry, you sell it at a loss.
Yeah.
So you have to have other ways. You have to have a door in your life. You have to have a window in your life. You have to have an outlet somewhere whereby you can escape if things are not good. So you cannot only rely on land, you need also to have those other things.
Other sources of investments. I also think that that she was unable to sell land during that time, and it's not easy to sell land, and that is what makes land such a beautiful asset. Why? Because instead, when you get a problem, and we must get problems, financial problems, land is not that thing that you can dispose of easily. Therefore you have to look for other ways to get money, and so I think it teaches us discipline, discipline to, because we don't have an investor mindset. Most of us in Africa don't have an investor mindset. We invest to spend, but we don't invest to invest, so having land teaches you that lesson, whether you like it or not, because it's not easy to dispose, But one day when you're ready to dispose it, actually land is so good that at one point it will have appreciated. It will be the buyers coming to look for you. They ask, nakula ni kwa nani? Who owns that piece of land? So I think it teaches you the discipline, financial discipline, which most of us lack. Now, somebody remembered the lessons about the big five. You want to recap that for us, because some people don't know who the big five are and the lessons from them. So if you can recap that for us, that would be lovely.
Yes, there is this theory of the big five in our jungle. How do they survive in that jungle? And the same thing is happening to us. We are also in a jungle, and we need to apply the rules of the big five to survive in this jungle. And the first big five we will talk about is about the lion. The lion has, you hear people saying the lion's share. The lion's share is that first and foremost, you should pay yourself. Whatever you get, the first money you get into your hands, you should pay yourself first. That is the money you can do investment with. You cannot only take all your money, you pay fees, you do what, you need to pay yourself first. The elephant is good, known for its memory. It has a very good memory. So for what you can borrow from the elephant is, us as people, we do not have good memory. So you need to write your goals, your objectives, so that you can be guided by them. You heard, as I was saying, that I will never live in a rented house. But when I got the money, because I'm not written it anywhere, instead of thinking of now a house, I'm thinking of a car. That is how our memories are. So you need to be writing down each and every goal and the objective which you want to achieve. The other one, the big five, is the buffalo. The buffalo has a tendency, you never see it alone. It goes in a group. It shows that when you are many, you can achieve a lot. But alone, you can go fast, but you will not achieve a lot. So you need to look for people whom you have equal thinking the same. Because if you take people along with you who are not of the same mind as yourself, you will not go anywhere. But if you look for people who think like you go somewhere. Then the other one is leopard. Leopard is known for its focus. When it focuses on something, it is never distracted by anything. You need to be focused. I've seen many people coming to us when they were coming to buy land, but just to hear that the land is not really full quarter or full acre, that's a small thing. He leaves and he says that I can't buy that land. You need to be focused and not to be distracted along the way. The other one is the rhino. The rhino is known for its discharging. It doesn't allow anything to put it down. So you should not allow yourself to be put down by small things. You should be determined. When you say you want to do ABCD, you do it, you face it broadly, and you achieve your goal. Those are the rules of the big five, and we need really to borrow from them.
Yeah, about the lion one, where you talk about pay yourself first. The rule is you pay yourself 10%. But there are people who say, I only earn 300 per day. Sasa 30 bob nitasave aje? Na nitasave nini? And all his or her money goes to basic needs.
The rule of say paying yourself first. There is no big money and no small money. Any money is how you do with it. So even if you earn 300 shillings and you take that shillings, you keep it in a safe in the bank, in the home. In a week, you have that times 7, that is 210. And my due, even that above, if you get into the Sacco, you deposit that, and I have done it many times. I've deposited 30, I've deposited 50. If you go through my book, my passbook, you see that I deposit even 50 shillings. So there is no small money. You can save as little as 20 bob. The bank allows that. But many people think you can only walk into a bank when you have a lot of money. No.
You know, when you save that 30 bob, at the end of the week it will be 210. You will be so surprised and happy that you have 210 shillings. You have been able to accumulate 210 shillings yourself. You know, you will feel so good that you start thinking, now how can I earn more? It motivates you to think how you can earn more. It expands your thinking. You start wondering. We just talked about mindset. Your mind starts thinking other ways and broadly. I want to give you a testimony. Just this week, my mom introduced me to a chama. A chama, I don't belong to any chama, so that's the first one that I'm in. And that was 1.5 years ago. I got to know that this now, because in that chama, she attends for me. So I've never gone to that chama. I don't even know who the members are, but they are old women, pensioners, my mom's age, friends, and relatives. So I just save 5K every month. So I didn't even know how much I had saved and for how long. So this week I got to know that I had saved 90,000. I was like, what? 90,000? That's a lot of money. And so I feel so good. I'm encouraged to now save more. And then I also got to know there's a money we save extra for December. So I save 1K extra for the December holidays. And so I got my 12,000 back. And that means that my expenditure for December will be cut by 12K. I was like, oh, amazing, amazing. They also charge interest rate of 16% for when they lend out to members. And that's the reason is so that they're able to give members dividends at the end of the year. So I got a dividend of 10,000. Oh my God. You see, that encourages you. So I'm like, oh, if 5,000 can do all that magic, what about if I increase to 10,000? So saving your little, what you would consider little, and then you see the results at the end of the year, then you are motivated and encouraged by how quickly money can become more and what you can do with it. Because with 210, you can now start thinking of sending to a Sacco. Like the Sacco that we belong to, you send money digitally. So it doesn't matter whether it's 30 bob or whatever. You just go to M-Pesa and send your money. And 100 bob and below, I hear there are no charges. So even if it's 500, you can send 105 times. Okay? So this kind of saving encourages you, and that's why it's in every financial literacy book for beginners. The other question was Wangari. He or she made a comment and said, I am on a journey of being wealthy. And that was a good statement, because becoming wealthy is a journey. You don't start today with 30 bob a day and you become wealthy today. In fact, whatever you have to say will be very good for the person that talked about the question we have just asked.
Yes, to become wealthy.
You can become wealthy with 30 bob a day.
Yeah, because in a week, you have 210.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks, 420. In 4 weeks, you have 800. So you see, it's a journey. You have to set...
a year, 6,400.
Yes. So you see, you're becoming wealthy. So becoming wealthy is a journey. There is a starting point, and that starting point instills a lot of discipline. You need to be disciplined to save so that you can now start your journey. Otherwise, when you are distracted along the way, you say that this little money will never take you anywhere. It can make you a millionaire. That Bob. Yeah, it can make you a millionaire. Because
before even those who earn a lot of money, because them they just spend. Because
also another thing, the idea of becoming wealthy is to multiply what you have. And as you are saving and you are multiplying, you are borrowing, you are also increasing your wealth. If you borrow that Bob after 6 months, there is something that you can buy 2,000 shares of a certain company. So you are increasing your wealth. Wealth is a journey.
Yes. And one thing I'd like you to take home from this channel, wealth is about multiplication of resources. And resources is not just money, but right now we are talking about money. Multiply your money. It doesn't say multiply how much money. Money is money. Whether it is 10 bob or 30 bob or 300, money is money. Look for ways to multiply your money. When your money reaches, with this 30 bob, 210, at the end of the month, it will be about 840. It means you can buy some shares. That is how you multiply, you can buy some shares with that. So if you're not multiplying the resources that you have, you cannot become wealthy. And you need to become wealthy. I know you want to become wealthy because I'm sure you don't like the fact that you have to borrow from people, that you are stressed that you can't pay fees for your kids, or you are stressed that it's almost Christmas and you don't know where you're going to get money for Christmas for your family. You don't know what your children are going to have for Christmas. So especially men, because everyone looks up to you for finances, you need to start saving little by little and become disciplined. Don't go and withdraw it. When you have a problem, go and think of how you can increase your income, not how you can go and get your money for investment. Now,
let me add something.
Yes.
Well, on that, last week, the HFCK was issuing a right issue of shares. A share was going for 4 shillings. So, and the minimum shares that one is supposed to buy was only 100 shares. That is 400 shillings. How many people can afford 400 shillings to have 100 shares? So you buy 100, another time you buy 100, you become an owner of that company by virtue of your shares.
Yeah. In fact, now you don't even have to start your own company. You'll be like Warren Buffett, who has shares all over the place, you know? And that's how he got wealthy, by trading in shares. And with this 30 bob a day, which means it's 840 per month, he would have gotten 200 shares.
Even that Bob has 7 shares.
Has 7 shares already.
Yes. Already.
So there's no little money or big money.
There's no little money.
It's just that people want to joke around with money. You know, that's a very good example. And then it just happened last week.
Yes.
Yeah. And I didn't buy. Did you buy?
I did.
Oh my God.
Because they sent me a message because I'm one of the shareholders.
You're one of the shareholders?
Yes.
Gosh. I should have. Now, anyway, now someone else wrote, they wish they had seen our video, the one dubbed How to Become a Millionaire in 5 Years with 1 Acre of Land, earlier. Because they're about to reach 60 years. Is it too late? Is 60 years too late?
There's nothing like
to start investing.
There's nothing like too late. The starting time is where you are, and you move on. Me, I saw that book,
The Richest Man in Babylon,
in 2012.
2012. Just 12 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in that book says that you can even start creating wealth at 70. So at 60, they have 10 more years
to start.
So they are still very young. Yeah. And number 2, the life starts from 40. So they are only 20. Because that is when they are starting their life. So they are only 20 years. They should only achieve what they want to achieve in this world.
Yeah. What I loved about that book, The Richest Man in Babylon, which if you are subscribing to us must read it or listen to it on YouTube. My greatest lesson there was you can become rich from any profession, from anything that you do. May it be selling eggs, may it be in the market, whatever it is you do, you can become rich or even wealthy. You can multiply your resources. That was the greatest lesson for me. You don't have to have even gone to school and gotten the degrees that we go and get. And we know people who don't even have those degrees, but they are very wealthy. Anyone can become wealthy. And then I remembered the story that I was told of some woman in Marikiti, and she had 3 houses in Runda. And I'm thinking, that time I didn't understand money. Because you see, you've got to understand money, and that's why we are doing these videos that we're doing. Because most of us do not understand what money is and what it can do and how it works. So we are hoping that by doing more of these videos, it will help you understand what money is. And so that woman who had 3 houses in Runda, at that time I'm a graduate, I've just come back into the country. I don't understand money. And I was just thinking, how is that? How is that? Money is money. 30 bob is money. There's somebody who has 0 shillings. You have 30 bob to save. It's not even for you to spend, it's 30 bob to save. Money is money. And we need to start understanding it. And it doesn't matter how much you earn. There are people who earn very little. In fact, that was the lesson I learned when I resigned from my job in a bank, is that people who haven't got a lot of education are able to do much more with their money. What about if they taught you? We should learn from them. If they taught you what they do with their money, and you did it with a lot of money, you would go very far. But the Richest Man in Babylon taught me that money is money. It doesn't matter where you're getting it from, as long as it's legal. Yeah? So somebody says that, commented and said, because I think we said this, they're repeating, 10K is not little money, and neither is 1K little money, which is also you've just repeated. All you need to do is take that first step. They're saying all you have to do is take that first step, which is saving. Of saving. Yeah.
Saving is key.
Yeah.
For you to change yourself, saving is key.
Yeah. And it's key for everyone, because even if you earn $1 million, your goals are worth 10 million and that kind of things. And 1 million, you want an investment of 10 million, it would mean you save for 10 months and you don't eat. So you have to save, whichever format you're going to save, so that you're able to qualify to get a 10 million facility.
That's why we are saying wealth is a journey.
It is a journey.
Even for a billionaire, even for a trillionaire, whatever.
It's a journey.
It's a journey.
It started from
so
far.
You have to go building your steps. Otherwise, if you just stagnate in one, you don't grow. Yeah.
How can I know that my money is safe? How can I know that my money is safe?
Your money, you can know your money is safe. One, if you have bought a genuine land, you have a title, you have gone there and fenced your land, and that money, your money there is safe. If you are in a good Sacco, whereby it's a prominent Sacco, you know that your money is safe. And I usually advocate, never stay in a Sacco without a loan. Never stay in a Sacco without a loan.
Why?
Always use your money to do other things. Don't allow people to use your money to grow themselves while you are not growing yourself.
Yeah, you borrow against your savings.
Yeah, borrow against your savings. Always ensure you have a loan. Start multiplying your wealth. Then that is the only way you can grow. You grow wealth. Yes.
And also I'm wondering, if you say, how can you know your money is safe? Would you rather you eat all of it? Are you safer after you've eaten all of it, or would you rather there's some money working for you somewhere?
Is that safer, or you are killing yourself?
That's what I'm thinking.
If you eat all what you have, then you eat and die. Unless you are planning, you eat and die. Because the problems ahead of you are more than the ones we are seeing here. So you need to save. To save for me.
Saving is safer for your money than spending. Yeah. How much does one need to start saving in a Sacco?
Many Saccos, It's 1,500 because 500 is for membership. Then the other 1,000 is for you, for your account. So you only need, we can say we need only 500, which is the membership. Yes. But you cannot just go to enroll for a membership and then you just not pay something. Yes.
I told you we've become international. So somebody from the Pacific Island asked, what is a Sacco?
A Sacco is saving and credit organization, whereby you save your money and you borrow your money. And you get dividends from what you have saved. Yeah.
So in other words,
it's a small bank.
Yeah, it's a small bank
for small people.
For small people with lower interest rates, and it gives you dividends as well.
Yes.
So Sacco is an acronym for Savings and Credit Cooperative Organization.
Yes.
Yeah. Somebody was really admiring you. They said the elderly lady is exuding wisdom. I wish I met you before. Now, is it too late?
It is not too late. Now, when you have met me, is when you also be wealthy. Just for what we are saying, and they will change your life.
Yeah, and it's a journey. So now your journey is at this stop where you've met her.
Yes.
So a journey is never too late. It's never too late. Now you've boarded the wagon, the train wagon, and we can start moving together.
Yes.
And also somebody else was very happy with us, and they said this is advice of the year.
Thank you.
You know.
Thank you. We hate poverty, so we need people to be wealthy.
To join us.
To join us, to be wealthy.
Yeah, and poverty is being unable to afford what you desire or need. You know? Somebody said something is not clear. They think that you have to get guarantors to borrow from a Sacco.
Not really. You can borrow against your shares. You can also borrow against your title or your property. You do not necessarily need other people who can drag you to other issues of non-payment and what have you. Just save, and then you borrow against your shares. Yes.
You can borrow you can borrow. How do you borrow against your shares? Remember, there's the 80% rule.
80% rule, and it's very good because if you have $1 million and you want to borrow against your shares, you are supposed to be given 800,000 in 24 hours.
Yeah, if you have $1 million.
And the Sacco is supposed to give you 80% of your shares in 24 hours.
If you're borrowing against your
shares.
Yes.
So you just save and you borrow against your shares.
Yeah, and you can also, if you have $1 million, you can borrow 3 times or even 4 times if you have security.
You have security.
Yeah.
Yes. Or 5.
Yeah. And $1 million was just a figure of speech. It can be any amount of money. Yeah. We have talked about wealth a lot. I'm sure you've heard that word. And we have also said that to become wealthy, you need to multiply your resources. Now, for you to be able to do that, you need to be an investor. You must invest. And I think in this program, we have talked about how you must invest. The little that you have, it will grow. Whatever is invested must grow. There's a return on investment. So there are characteristics of investors that I want to share with you and hear what you have to say. That an investor must be disciplined.
Discipline is key. Because when you are disciplined, you say like now that any money that comes into my hands, I'll be saving 10%. And you are faithful to that time it will grow. But if you are not disciplined, today you are doing this, tomorrow you are doing that, then you never go anywhere. So discipline is key in everything. Yes.
And patience.
Patience, you see, many people, they want to get rich quickly. And that get rich quickly is the one that are really making some of our people to go to dish themselves in certain areas, like the Krypton things, whereby you are told you pay money. The money is, when you think how that money is growing, for you to be given an interest on it, even you do not understand. So be patient with the little that you are saving. With the Saccos, you have to save for 6 months for them to understand who you are, and then they can now start giving you. 6 months is too little time. So be patient at the patient pace.
And there is no investment that grows very quickly. If you lack patience, you're going to be a very good candidate for these rich quick schemes. You know, zinaitwaje hizi Ponzi schemes. This is a kudanganya watu, weka this amount of money, we will give you sijui interest of how much. How can they give you interest higher than the T-bills? So you must be patient, because just the same way you give birth to a child, you have to be patient. They grow slowly to age 2, to age 5, to age 10. And what they can do at age 2 is not what they're able to do at age 10. So the same with investments, your returns will be higher the longer you invest it. So you must have patience. The third characteristic of an investor is adaptability. Adapting.
Yeah, so you have to adapt to new theories, new ways. Like now, if you go to there are things like buying shares, you have to adapt to other things. You cannot just rely on one. You cannot be wealthy by only relying on one stream. You need others to small streams so that you can have a big stream. Or you cannot be just be with one tree and you say you have a forest. You need many trees in that forest so that when one is not having this, you can get the other one. So that is how you have to adapt various ways and means of creating wealth.
Like now I've heard CBK has reduced its base rate to 10%, and therefore the banks have also reduced what they were paying for bonds and bills. What that means is that now people will be investing in shares. You see, that's adaptability. Now because this investment has gone this way, now we have to go this other way. So you have to be adapting where you're investing in. The fourth characteristic of an investor is that you make informed decisions. You must make informed decisions.
Yeah, you have to know what you are doing and why you are doing it, and for how long are you going to do it. Because many people, they don't buy shares because they do not understand. Others, they say that the shares, you lose your money. Well, in essence, they do, if you understand how to work with the shares, it's a very good way of making money. So you need to have those informed information. How do you get them? Watch us, watch others. We are talking about the same. And you'll be informed. Read the books.
Read books. Also, that means you have to continue engage in what is called continuous learning. You must be learning all the time, you know, and listening and being curious about what is going on. You must learn to consult as well. Consult with people. Some of them you have to pay a lot of money, so you avoid those ones, or make friends with them and then they can give you free information, but you must consult. And the final characteristic of an investor is risk management. You must be checking out your risk, managing your risk.
You have to be a risk taker. But you have to risk wisely. You know, there are many people who do not do anything because they always think they are going to lose their money. You have to risk, but you risk wisely.
There's a story you told me once about your investment in a certain counter, and then you were seeing the prices was going down or up, and so you had to do something to ensure that you mitigate the costs. Can you give our subscribers that?
See, if you buy shares,
or even your land, normally you will say.
If you buy shares, for example, you have bought shares. I bought shares of DTB, Diamond Trust Bank. By then it was going at 220. But today it is at 49. So when you look at the variance, you may think that you are losing. But in essence, in the long run, I've not lost anything, because I've been getting dividends good dividends. Actually, they pay very good. And at the same time, this is the best time for me to buy so that I can do the role of leverage. So that the one that is high, I buy this one low so that I can try to balance. So that is the role, that when you buy shares at a higher price, and you see that now it is on a lower price, that should not discourage you. It should encourage you to buy more at a lower price. So that
now the level becomes 120 maybe,
yes,
and not 240.
Yes.
So you bought all of them at 120, yes, instead of 240.
Yes.
Mitigating that loss. Yes. Yeah, that's what risk management is all about. Thank you for watching us, and do not forget to subscribe for more. Yes. Wangari, you have a parting shot?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I want to review our viewers with a lesson of a pencil. A pencil has 5 lessons. One lesson that a pencil learns is that whenever it goes down, it leaves a mark. So try to leave a mark wherever you are. 2, allow somebody to sharpen you. We are here sharpening you people. Try to be sharpened. Sometimes it's painful when you are sharpened, but if you take it, you see the fruits. Also, allow somebody to erase. There are things that we are saying, they are not good to be done. Allow to be erased so that you can change yourself. The other point of a pencil is that you have to safeguard your heart. There are things that you may say here, but they are not, unasikia tunakufinya. Safeguard your heart. Don't allow your heart to be bruised by what we are saying. And the other one is allow the hand of the Lord to hold you. Allow other people to guide you, because alone you can't go far. A pencil cannot write without being in one's heart. And then continue writing your story for the generations to come. Be blessed.
Amen. Finally, name 3 people that you know that are powerful according to you. I put it to you that you are created to be more powerful than them. However, you need to accept that fact and to put in the effort to learn and put in the effort so that you become that powerful person. You are the only one holding yourself from being that powerful person. And happy Christmas and a blessed 2025.